All right. Hello, my beautiful Scorpios. I hope you all are doing amazing. This is going to be a Scorpio tarot reading for Scorpio and Scorpio placements. Look in your chart, see where Scorpio is. What house is it in? That would be the area of your life that you may be finding this going on. If you're watching for just your sun, moon, rising, Venus, it could show up specifically in your love, how you're feeling, or in your love life rather, how you're feeling, just in your something in your everyday life. More sun and rising could be more of a general reading for you. So, all right. So Scorpio and Scorpio placements. Let's dive in here. Scorpio and Scorpio placements. What is it that we need to know and see and hear, please? Roll the dice. Shadow. Oh boy. Okay, this card here. And commitments. All right. There's definitely something going on when it comes to some kind of connection here, Scorpio. Give me a second. I do feel like there's this roll the dice energy feels like you kind of trusting what you're feeling here, and you're going to have to move the way something is kind of guiding you. The shadow, I feel like, could be something that's interfering or blocking. I wouldn't be surprised to see, maybe not as strong as the devil, but maybe the Five of Swords, something like this may show up in this reading. The devil could come up. Also, maybe the Hermit may come up as well. But I do feel like you're trying to figure out, maybe like you have been trying to figure out how to make something work. I'm hearing cut it. Or if you should make something work, if you should continue to put energy into something, yeah, there might be some kind of promise that's been made, some sort of commitment that you're involved in. An agreement that's been made. There's something where someone thinks that they're on the same page as you, but I think you're not even in the same book anymore, or maybe you're further ahead. Maybe you're in a different chapter here, but all right, let's see what wants to come through about this. Could be dealing with a fire sign, maybe Aries specifically. The Page of Swords. Yes, indeed. I've been seeing this Page of Swords show up a lot. King of Cups. It's you, Scorpio. Could be dealing with another Scorpio. There's the King of Swords, air sign or Aquarius, water sign or Scorpio. Yeah, you're wanting to move the way you're being like, I there's something here rubbing you the wrong way. The shadow is very interesting. I want to see more about that, but let's get into this. Let me ask about the Page of Swords to start here. This might be an observation that's being made. Show me this Page of Swords. Oh, yeah. That something's like over. You're over it. You're over something. Or I kind of feel like you're side-eyeing something. Like it's still around, but I feel like you're in your observation mode. You've observed whatever it is. And I do feel cut off. I'm hearing that again. I don't know what capacity that is referring to. Like you've cut somebody off, like from being in your life, or it's asking you to cut something off, or Yeah, now they're showing me like a running faucet. Okay, let's look at this King of Cups. The Devil, there it is. Shadow bastard, Scorpio. Shout out to Ben at Casper site. Okay, let's see here. The Tower. Ooh, this feels like a realization of something being unhealthy or something becoming unhealthy. There, it doesn't just have to be. It doesn't have to just be that. It could also be something different here. I feel like you're looking at something like, man, I'm about to get tangled. If I move forward with this, or if I keep my promise. I feel like I did a reading about that, and I can't tell you how long ago it was, or it doesn't feel like it's too long ago. About like not keeping a promise or something. I don't remember who that was for. You're looking at this and you're like, man, if I walk any further, I'm going to be like in the mud here. I'm going to be in this quicksand and not be able to get out. So I feel like you could be putting up some kind of hedge of protection around you, like a buffer or a barrier to prevent something from going any further. There's like a, yeah, it's reminding me of that movie. What was that movie? Okay, I needed to veg out one day, and I think it's called Lorelei. Lorelei. Um, and she kept having this dream about how like she couldn't get past this glass. And then the guy that she was dating in I think he's really the main character, but anyway, the guy that she's dating in the movie, someone from her past, and then she finally makes it to the ocean, but this person can't get through the glass. I feel there's something about that. Anyway, I feel like there's some kind of barrier you're putting up energetically. There's the moon. Goodness, Scorpio. You may have this realization could have come through. There's the 5 of Swords, what I tell you. It could have come through in Pisces season. Yeah, there's the 7 of Pentacles. So for some of you, it could have been a little while. For some of you, this is something that's coming up right now. You're in different places on the timeline, and the astrology impacts all of you differently. So the King of Swords. Show me this King of Swords. Oh, yes, there's the cut off. Okay, so King of Swords. So you're turning into the King of Swords here. You have the World. You have the King of Pentacles. Wow. Not you healing your masculine here, Scorpio. The 9 of Swords. You are going to have a little bit of concern. There's going to be some concern. Concern about what? It's the Ace of Wands, but what is the Ace of Wands? Someone's not going to... yeah, see, 6 of Cups. I feel like someone may not like you moving on without them and you feeling good about it. You feeling like it's the right decision. Boy. You feel good about what you're doing here, this cut off. Okay. I feel like you feel good about what you're doing, but someone else is not going to feel so good about this. I'm seeing here. Yeah, you're moving on from the past. It looks like whatever the past is here for you. Some of you, it's like a past, like rehashing from the past, and now we're kind of figuring something out here. Okay, so I want to look a little more at this 5 of Swords. You're seeing Scorpio something. There's the High Priestess. You basically look at a situation like, I can't flourish here. I can't expand here. You might be seeing something as like the same, or something is stuck in some way, or maybe there's some kind of arrested development you're dealing with. Not for you, it doesn't seem, but for this other situation I'm seeing. There's another person here that's not going to like you feeling good about the decision you're making. They're not going to like that because they're going to feel awful. Let me see the Eight of Wands. And I do feel like there's a decision being made. I think there's a little anxiety about like expressing this. Show me more about this Eight of Wands. That's what I thought. Expressing your decision. Three of Wands. Yeah, you're going to be moving on from something, it looks like. I just don't think that you have Three of Cups. And be happy about it. And be happy about it. But I'm telling you, there's this other situation here is not going to like this. This other energy I'm seeing in this reading. They're not going to like this. So just give me a moment. I want to ask the right questions here. At this point, I don't really know that you know where you're headed just yet. For some of you, there might be a desire to move. There might be a desire to travel. Let's look at this Ace of Wands. Let's see a little bit more here about this. Otherwise, it's just moving on and feeling good about it. Can you show me about this Ace of Wands for Scorpio and Scorpio placements? Show me the Ace of Wands here. Ace of Wands, Ace of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, something about Pisces, Aries season bringing maybe this realization in. The Page of Swords. You've taken your time to get to this conclusion. There it is. That's the conclusion. I don't feel like I can expand. I don't feel like I can grow. I don't feel abundant being connected to this or in this situation. All right. So there's something you desire more. Something's not enough, but it doesn't seem like it's an issue of things never being enough. It feels like there's some realization here about how something can, if you go any further, it could get real messy. Let me put a pause on whatever this Ace of Wands is here, because I feel like I'm being pulled to clarify this Devil and Tower. Bummer. Okay, Five of Cups. Oof, Six of Cups. This may have just been, you may have come in contact with this, just as a side note, Scorpio, to take care of some open-ended stuff here, or clear some karma. Six of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody has a childish way of seeing exchange, energy exchange. Someone may feel like you need to show up in a certain way. Yeah. So, wow. Okay. Three of Cups, Nine of Swords, and the High Priestess. Yeah. Your intuition's telling you not to move forward with this. I think you're learning something from it. I think that's valid. I don't think this was a mistake. Let's put it that way. It doesn't feel like a mistake, but there is something here about somebody wanting you to show up in a certain way. Can you tell me about that? Six of Pentacles. Thank you. Come back. in a codependent way, a controlling way. Somebody might be codependent or controlling, or something feels suffocating. So here it is. Okay. I don't need to do this kind of thing. I don't need to do this. I shouldn't do this. I feel like now that your awareness is here around this, Scorpio, it's just about how you're going to handle it, how you're going to carry forward this truth that you now have about this. And again, this does feel very internalized for you. I don't feel like whatever else is involved knows that this is going on in your head, in your energetic field. The Emperor. Okay, the Ace of it's so if this is a person, it's the wrong person. The Ace of Wands would be you stepping into with the right person. And strength. Wow. Okay, something you've waited on. There it is. Page of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. Wow. And the Hierophant. Okay. So there might be something else that you want to move toward. You may not see that, though. It almost feels like this may need to be dealt with prior to, for some. For others, it already is here. But it looks like there's another situation you're moving into, and it might be something that you waited on. Hang on, I feel like that's Faith Evans. I don't think it's Mary J. I think it's Faith Evans' True Love. Let me hang on a second. Let me show you. This is kind of what I just give me a second. This. Okay. Hang on a minute, Scorpio. Uh-oh. Okay, cancel that. Cancel that. Okay, it is. It's I was gonna show it to you, but it's I was gonna show it to you, but it looks like it is that's the one. It's the First Lady album, Faith Evans, True Love. That's what I was just hearing. So I wonder if like maybe this is a person and you recognize like this isn't love. You might be learning about what love is, Scorpio. What it is to you, what it means to you, like in a very healthy way. But something here is I feel like you're trying to like not step into, you're not trying to get yourself too dirty here. Like it seems like it's already dirty enough. Like it's already kind of messy enough, but I feel like you're kind of holding yourself together here. Like I feel like the heaviest thing about this, Scorpio, would be you having to tell someone like, look, this isn't working. Hey, I need to, go into this other field in my career or whatever this is. I do feel like there's a connection here, but for some of you, this could, again, look at where Scorpio is in your chart. This could resonate for that area of your life. And I see there being like a balance. If this is just about you we're looking at and like something maybe going on in career, this is very much about balance, work-life balance even. But I am seeing for some of you, this is about you coming into connection long-term with something that you waited for. You've waited for this. And it has something to do with genuine feelings and connection. And there's a room, this is what I'm seeing here. Like you feel like this won't let you grow. Like it's going to keep you small. This allows you to expand. This allows you to grow. Very interesting, Scorpio. I'm going to leave this reading here. I hope that it was helpful to you. I'm sending you a lot of love. I'll see you again soon. Take care.